Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Jeff again coming to you from the Mindcrack server, and it's been a little while since I've been on here. Part of the reason was I couldn't quite figure out what I was actually doing up here with this stuff, and I think I might have gotten a little bit of something figured out, and I'm going to change around my plan. This is way too big of a base going on right here, especially since I want this thing to go down into the mountain. But based on where this mountain is, I couldn't have it just go out into the mountain and build in the way I really wanted it to. But I thought that maybe, excuse me, got the hiccups going on. Maybe if I gave this thing a little bit of a gradient, about like this, and then gave it a nice steep drop off at one end of it when it got a little bit farther out. I might actually need a little bit more than what I'm dealing with. So let's give this thing a little bit more. You guys might not understand exactly what I'm going after quite yet, and I don't 100% understand what I'm going after quite yet, but that's part of the fun. So that gives it pretty hello? I don't know who Spooky Ghost is. I'm assuming it's somebody's cameraman, but that is definitely spooky. That's weird. Ghost? I don't know what's going on for real, but I will assume it's something that I should not be worried about, or maybe should be extremely worried about. I honestly have absolutely no idea. Okay, and then we're going to give this thing a really deep gradient starting right about here. I'm just going to move on with life as if nothing's going on because I'm a little concerned. Down to a point. Ow. That evens this thing back up kind of with the rest of the land. And this is going to be like my front roof area. And I'm going to flatten out a piece. Actually, I'll probably have to go back through and flatten it out right about, this guy's scaring me. Right back about here, maybe. No, because that doesn't give me a gradient at all. Ghosts fly up and ghosts fly down. Ghosts all through this town. Okay, now I'm confused. Some go left and some go right. Some float over the clouds all night. Yes, they do. Very clever, Mr. Ghost. A few even hide right under your chair, but I don't mind. I'll give them a scare. Yeah. I don't quite get it. Okay, something like that. So if I, well, let's see if I were to cut this off here. This is going to be really bad when it gets to be night. If I cut this off here, so that from here on I make like the front of the patrol building. Because I always wanted to make it built into into the side of the mountain, while at the same time having a roof that kind of came over top of this thing. Yeah. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. And then the overhang, it can come out a couple more, but then it's going to go straight down and it's going to be the red wool. That's kind of what I was missing here. So it's like a ski slope that goes right down the front of the patrol building. I think that's what I wanted on this overhang. And then, but then like back here, it's all going to be red wool. Let me get some of my red wool back out. I'm really shooting this thing from the hip, man. I mean, you guys could probably tell. I've never been a builder. I've never claimed to be a builder. You guys know that. Was I trying to go back one more? No, I think I wanted... I gotta clear out, unfortunately, I gotta clear out this whole front piece. Is it getting to be dark? I want to know who this ghost is. Okay, I think enemies are coming. Let me try to sleep real quick before the spooky ghost hurts me. Oh, the spooky ghost is on. I can't even sleep. That's annoying because these things are going to be after me like crazy now. I can make more snow though while I'm waiting. Let's get these finished. Oop, there. And see if I can at least get a front on this thing. Well, no. Oh shoot, that's not gonna work because this isn't gonna be a front at all. I would need this thing to be like, if I want it to be at my level that I'm talking about, I need it to be like all the way up to here and push it back a little bit, which is actually fine. So I need to give it still the height that I want it to be at to be able to house my stuff. So I guess it'll go to there, and I can do this. I don't know how this is going to end up being, but this is what we're going with. So anyways, how have you guys been doing for the last couple of weeks that I haven't been on the Mindcrack server? I mean, let's just do this, cut right through my fern eye. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I hope this guy doesn't come blow my stuff up. I'll just have to move these things over, obviously. There we go. And I'll put a pattern on this thing a little bit later, but I'm gonna basically dig the whole front of this place out so that you can see this embedded patrol building here, and then there's going to be like kind of like a drop off the front of the roof the way it comes down. I could probably actually even, that's annoying, cut this off one more. I definitely need, that's not going to get me inside. I need to go make some shovels. Crafting bench. Let me shut that for now. Where's my crafting bench? Is my crafting bench right up there, isn't it? Oh, it is. We can just make another crafting bench really quickly. We'll take this guy. We'll put him down there. I can take this wood. Get couple shovels. Oops. Because I know I'll need these guys. I have a pick still. It's almost gone though, so I might as well make another pick while I'm here. Get out through here. I really wish I didn't have to do this stuff at night without being able to sleep because of a spooky ghost keeping me awake. Ghosts are always good for that, aren't they? I mean, adulthood, childhood, it doesn't matter. Ghosts are gonna mess with your life. I don't know if you believe in ghosts or not, but I mean, obviously there's one here. So you can't really completely live in disbelief knowing that we have one with us today. And this only needs to be kind of dug out as far as... Hi, Zombert. There we go. I thought I was hitting you. Oh, quit summoning your friends and being all this new zombie stuff. It's amazing to me that zombies have friends. I mean, they eat people's brains. They're mindless drones. Yet they have friends. Somehow. Let's see. This might not be a perfect way to do this. I might have to bring this thing out a little bit more. Because I think I'm cutting too much of the mountain apart. That I'm not going to be able to get a good drop off like I need. So I kind of need, oh god. I kind of need this thing to drop. To come down and drop right down onto here almost. I almost need it extended out really far. As opposed to being pushed back. And then kind of get the top to slowly come down to make a... You know what? I think that that's actually what I want to do. Have this thing come out like this. I don't even know if it needs to be that wide. It probably does not need to be that wide at all. Hi, zombie. Oh, spooky ghost left! There's no way it's going to let me sleep now, is it? Nope. No, sir. Spooky ghost or not. Can't sleep with this guy nearby. There we go. Is that the only one? I think that's the only one. Yes! Yes, I can sleep. Okay. I've slept. Those guys should die. I need to kind of get this wool back. See what I'm going with here. Hey. Hey now. Don't you be lighting my wool on fire. I don't even know if you can do that, but... Wasting my shears because of my own mistakes. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this now. So let's say... Actually, yeah, so we're not going to make this thing nearly as wide as it is. That can actually... This should stay as the edge over here. This is just a small entrance to the front of this thing. And... this should be the last one. Okay, I just lost sound, which is weird. Hopefully you guys are still hearing stuff. It's still way wider than I think it needs to be, but it is. It is okay. We will run with this. We'll run with this, and I need to somehow now get my snow tops up here. To... how do I do this? Okay, this is going to prove to be Ugh. Nope. Not going to make it. I should eat something probably so I start regaining health. There we go. Kind of need to spread these platforms out so that I can maybe even build it from the front side. The front side up so I know what I'm dealing with here. So if I kind of go like this. And then so I can build the front off of this thing in a minute. Okay, we'll deal with that being in the way. Oops, probably didn't need to do that momentarily. Or a later date or whatever, it doesn't really matter. So there's a really fast gradient going down to make this a really cool, there we go, a skiing attraction. And then we're gonna slowly bring this over to meet up with the rest of the mountain, because you got to start off a little bit smooth on this thing. And I can make it a little bit more like bumpy terrain so you wouldn't actually recognize that it's a big weird issue. I'm eventually going to have it so it scoots down this side as well. That's not how I'm going for it at the present moment. Actually, let's do. So it looks a little bit more even. And that's going to come up here and it's all going to meet at the top of this thing. And we can make it bump up a little bit more to whatever level we decide. I know I'm like thinking this whole thing out loud, and you guys are probably like, this doesn't even look like anything like you wanted to, but I think it's looking okay. Hell yeah, I can even have it doesn't need to be flat and perfect by any means either. It can have just like these bumps and stuff in it. It just needs a little bit more stuff filled in here, but essentially the concept is that it comes down and it's going to overhang here, which is the front of this building, which otherwise, besides being the front of the building, it's going to be like a sheer cliff face that's going in. So this would be like the side of the mountain, and we could build it to look more mountainous. The top doesn't really matter because it's going to end up being snow on the top. Coming on down is going to be the entire roof of this place, but it's not right now. Obviously, it's not right now. I need to recover it with this, or else I'm going to get like pummeled by zombies and such at night. There we go. So that I got to look at this from the ground is where it gets important to look at this from. So let's see. If I went out the side of this thing and I went down here and I were to look up. Okay, this is exactly what I'm going for. You guys might not see it yet, but it's pretty much going to be the ski patrol building. That side red's not going to go there at all. Side red does not belong, but it's going to be the ski patrol building built in to the side of the mountain, as opposed to how I was having it before, and I was kind of building it on top of the mountain, and I really wanted it built into the side of it. It's just getting the gradient right is kind of difficult because it's a relatively steep mountain, so it might take some tweaking and some work to make this thing truly look as I want it to, but in the long run I think this is gonna look really good when it's kind of completed. Though I take forever with these types of projects because I'm such not an artsy person, that when I start doing it, I get really excited about it. But then when I think, like, when I run into problems, I give up on it for like weeks at a time because I'm like, I'm just not good enough for this stuff. I can't design this. And I like stop working on it. So I end up doing that quite a bit with these projects, which is one of the reasons the hospital took so long to do. And it still even never hit full fruition of what I wanted. I guess I can go get these sheepies again so I can keep up with the fact that I need all this wool. But other than that, not my typical episode. I don't normally spend an episode talking about like just building and things like that. I've amazingly had so many other outlets. Excuse me. Oh, good God. I've had so many other outlets lately because Minecraft always for me was a place to go and just do like meaningless fun stuff while I was talking about my life. And between the Survivor Utopia podcast with Guude as well as the What Do We Know podcast with my friends, I get like the ability to ramble on about so much stuff. It's such a good outlet. It's so fun, but it does leave for me to have less stuff to talk about when I'm doing these episodes, ironically. Go figure, who'd have thought that having more content would lead to having less content in such a way. But either way. So I'm going to cut this one short, and you guys are probably going to be upset because you're going to be like, you didn't really accomplish anything, Jeff. And I know, I really didn't. That's how I am. Keep you guys guessing at what's really going on. But anyways, till next time, guys. See ya.